clippers clean, Even if I clean it like before I leave, I always clean it when I come in because you never know what happens during the night. Okay, so that's my World Senior colors that I use to do my haircuts. So he wants a skin fade, right? We're not gonna go too high, we're not gonna go too low. It's gonna be kind of a middle skin fade. So I'll start by doing my guideline. I'm not going to the peak of the temple. I'm trying to stay just a little bit below the peak of the temple, just to keep like eyebrows like height, right? So that's to me that's the perfect height for middle fade. That way you make sure you're not too high and you're not too low at the same time. Guideline. Now I'm gonna use my Andes T-outliner cordless Gold GTX. That's the last edition. Really sharp to skin the bottom. I'm gonna use the foiler. That's the Babyliss foil. Jerome said he wants it really skin because he's going on vacation. He wants to keep his haircut as long as possible. So I'm just gonna like heat up the baby hair. I'm gonna do my first room with my no guards on open. I'll take off about an inch. Not really an inch, but that's why I said about an inch, So as you can see, the room at the beginning is always like a bit smaller than the back because you need more space in the back to fade. Because if you don't have like a slightly bigger room at the back, you will see the line easily. Because as you can see at the back there's a curve, so that curve will create like kind of a shadow here, and it will show that your haircut is not like clean, the fade is not clean. So I always do my back room a little bit slightly bigger. My next step is to debulk. So what I do, I'll take the bulk off here, right? Instead of like creating another room, I rather like doing the debulking before continuing forward. So Jerome said he doesn't want to cut the top off. So what we're gonna do, we'll make sure that we leave like kind of a bulk here at the ends in order like to blend the sides and the top, because if not the top is gonna be too long. As I said, I'll leave this little bulk here in order to blend the side and the top. So now I'm gonna blend this. This is my open. I'm gonna use my number 1 close in order to take up the line here. Just flick on the line, slow strokes, no rush. Alright, so as I was saying, slow strokes. Alright, take off the line. Next, I'm gonna use my number 1 open. Always slow strokes. I will make sure I stay on the line, not too low, not too high, right? So as you can see, since my guard is open, I will make sure that the bottom blades touch the line, right? So that's why you probably see my hand go higher, right? Make sure the bottom blade hits the line. Thank you, James. So yeah, I'm 1.5. I'm gonna use the 1.5 to take off the line here. So 1.5 is gonna be closed. Yeah, I said just on the line, you know. Slow strokes. Go with the intention of like hitting the line. Every stroke should be doing something. Don't waste your strokes, okay guys? Alright, next I'm opening it, you know. As I said, I left the bulk here in order to connect the two, the bottom and the top. So I'm just gonna hit here. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, here that I'm gonna hit if I open to make sure the bottom blade hit the line, right? Right, as you guys can see, the fade is already appearing. So next step is now connecting the top and the bottom. I use my number 2 guard in order to create that difference. I'll use a number 3 or a number 4 in order to connect. So what I'm gonna do to stay on the safe side, you guys can start by using the number 4. So it's not gonna take off too much, and really go like against the head, flat against the head. So you don't wanna go in, right? You don't wanna go in, you wanna go flat against the head. That's what I do. There's different ways to do that. You can do it with the thinning shears, but I'd rather use my clippers because that's what I'm used to. But I can use the thinning shears as well. So I use my number 4. I'm gonna use the number 3 now in order to make it like blend even more. Number 3 closed always. Right. Alright, I'm gonna use open now to go a little bit higher. Take off the little excess that I can see. So my boy here is Filipino and Canadian. That's why his hair texture is like Asian-ish, right? But I really like it because it's easy to cut. But yeah, you have to make sure like you know how to fade. But if you're not doing it properly, it's gonna show the lines really easy. It's either you make it proper or you miss it. Okay. As you guys can see, I just have the bottom line staying to complete the fade. So I'm using my clipper closed. I'm hitting just on the line, not too high, not too low. So in order to make sure you to stay on the safe side, I'll open it just a tiny bit, right? So I'm making sure I'm not pushing the line up. You guys can see it's 15 minutes. It can be done. The whole haircut can be done in 15 minutes if you like know what you're doing. Right now, I did one side in order to show you guys. I will do the other side, but I will fast forward the video so that you guys can see better like how I move. Okay. Right now what I'm doing is just detail work. I'm just detailing really. Just detailing. I'll look for the spots that I need to retouch, that I think they need the little retouch. And these are the spots that I'm hitting. So in detailing there's no rules, right? You just look for the spot and use your knowledge and your eyes in order to see where you can touch and what guard you should be using. It will come with the time. If you're a beginner, if you're starting, don't worry. Just make sure you practice, you know your guides, you know your steps, and then all the little reflex will come with experience. I think my boy is happy with the hair.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did it. It's ready for Dominican. We're gonna do a little touch up. I just seen something. It's to be touched again. As I said, the thinning shear is my go-to when I'm trying to blend the top. I mean, it's not my go-to, but it's a really, really good tool. Right? When I try to blend the top and the side. Just go straight there. Yes. Always make sure the neck and behind the ears are hair free. So I always go after, even though I did it, I always go just to make sure, it's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. But your client will be really satisfied that he sees that he takes care of you, So guys, yeah, take your time. Your haircut is finished whenever it's finished. There is no set time to finish your haircut. Take your time, make sure the client is happy, so that you make sure he comes back. Alright guys, I'll see you for another video.
Don't subscribe, man. Like, subscribe to my boy King.
Yes, sir. As you guys can see, the fade is done.